Okay, this one's going to be an interesting one, hopefully. Let's see if I can make it come up a treat. Now, this one's going to be an interesting one. We're going to make it dual colour. Red, black and red, black and blue, black and green, black and yellow. I don't know how this one's going to turn out. It's pink. It's a light pinky colour. So let's see how it works. We're going to make it quite large. So I wonder if we're going there or if we're going to go take it all the way up to 400. It should look really nice at 400, and we're just going to pump up these functions as we normally would, especially with the light. Well, we normally do it with the dirty colours, but this is pink. It's going to be pretty wishy-washy if we don't make it whatever high enough. So we're going to make the copy density is going all the way to dark. So it should look nice, hopefully, with the dark setting. So we're going with first black and red. So we're going to take our original, and that is, just have to blow on it. It's a feather. It's a piece of feather I found at a train station. I'm just going to stick it in the corner with that part there. We're going to hopefully make a really nice mirror image. So I'm wondering, yeah, 400 is going to cut it. So I'm wondering if we're going to do a different colour first. If we're going to do black and yellow first. We're going to do the hot colours first. So let's see how this one comes out. Okay, well that looks bright. That looks quite good for the original we've got. So that's our feather. That's our first part of the mirror image we're going to create. So that's our first bit. Now we're going to make our second bit. Black and red. The yellow isn't totally solid, which is good. It's nice to have some shades of colour. It's hard to see it in the yellow. It's probably going to be more obvious when we put out a red. When we produce a red, we can see that it's not just solid red, which makes it nice for a change. We're just going to push it further out of the sun, if we can, because the sunlight tends to muck up the attractiveness of the image. Especially, sometimes it looks good, but other times it's a distraction, or should I say an intrusion. So now we're just going to hit black and blue. That's going to be even more obvious, the shading. So this is quite a nice little original we're using here. So let's see how we go. See how we make this one. This one, yeah, that looks good. We did one thing we forgot was to put it on mirror image, but we're going to do something different now. Instead of mirror image, we're going to just save this error and we're going to make this into something a bit more different. So we've got the blue one just came out. Now we're just going to do the green and black. So we were going to do a mirror image, but I'm thinking we're going to do something different. I don't want to do everything exactly the same all the time. It's got to be a variation, because that's what creativity is about, is trying new things. And it's a challenge for me pretty much every time I do my copier configuration art to do something in a slightly different fashion, or very much a different fashion. So there's our lovely green. We're just going to shove it in the corner just gently, so we don't, at least this is not curling, which makes things a little bit easier to do, even though it's still difficult trying to line up these edges as best as I can without going totally mad. So we're just going to push the blue across just a tad. But we did something a little bit different to the norm that we do with the mirror image. So I'm just, fuck, I just pushed it too hard. It's so easy to get too finicky, and then when I get too finicky, it starts to shift even more. But anyway, that's something. Hang on, I did something wrong. I need to keep within the pattern. So I'm going to have to, it looks like I fucked it up. So we're just going to turn this piece around. It's a different way of working. It's a little bit difficult trying to work it out. It's not quite as straightforward as a typical mirror image is. So let's see if we've made this into a shit. Again, we've done something funny to this. I'm wondering if we're just gonna shit. I don't know if I like this pattern. I don't know if we should try to. Fuck, I'm struggling to work this out. This is what I hate about doing things that are new, is that trying to get something out of it that looks good, but that's part of experimentation, is the inevitable time when you fail. And failure is, unfortunately, we don't like fail, and I don't like fails either. I don't like things that fail. I absolutely hate failure, but I have to face it sometimes. And in the future, when I become a scientist and a CEO, I'm going to become a CEO of a big new generation photocopier company, and I'm also going to become a scientist. So I have to accept that in these jobs there will be failures. So this is relatively minor kind of failure, but everyone has failures, even the biggest geniuses on this earth. So this is a different design. I think I like this one now. I think we can call it quits. I think we've found it. Got to go.